Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. What is happening? Get on in here. What is happening? Let's talk these spoilers. Let's talk these spoilers. So people get in here. We're going to talk these spoilers. Jill. Let y'all flood in. Let's see how this is going. Come on. Didn't feel real at some points, huh? Not disappointed. You know what? I'm wondering if it, see, because I put up a poll to see what y'all wanted. Is y'all really seem split down the middle about okay, so let me see. Let me see this for a second here. Okay, there we go. This okay. Trying something new with this camera. Thank you very much. All right, so we 2 minutes in. Everybody else can flood in after they watch the review. So Henry Cavill Wolverine makes an appearance. Henry Cavill Wolverine is legit. Henry Cavill Wolverine is on point, smoking the cigar, working on his Harley, muscular as hell. He works. Absolutely works. If they brought him in to sign him on to play a younger Wolverine or whatever, I'm down. No Harry Potter Wolverine, okay? We got the Wolverine on the X. We got the Wolverine with the metal arm, with the metal hand cut off. You know what I mean? Wolverine with the patch on his eye, wearing the 007 jacket. I was kind of bothered by the fact that, that Deadpool rolled up in there, dug up Logan, dug him up, and like obliterated his skeleton, desecrating him. Like that bothered me. Deadpool actually makes a joke about desecrating the body, though, which kind of lightens the mood. Because I'm like, damn, man, like he died, nobly, and he dug him up and used his entire skeleton to destroy a bunch of TVA agents. I was just like, oh God, okay. Oh. Jennifer Garner shows up. I didn't expect to see her. I expected to see X-23. She was in the trailer. Wesley Snipes' Blade shows up. with gray hair, thin as hell, but still badass and kicking ass. Okay? Magic Mike shows up as Gambit. Showed up as Gambit, man. Talking how Gambit talks. And they make jokes about not being able to understand him. Yo, let me tell you, man. Yo, they did they thing. Let me see something. They did their thing with this. They did their thing with this. They had a whole, they had a full battle with Blade, with Elektra, with X-23, with Gambit, man. They was getting it too. Getting it. Getting it, man. I was like, yo, here we go. I was hoping to God they wasn't going to throw them away like trash. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like kind of like what they did with all the cameos we got in Doctor Strange. And they just killed them all. They didn't get to have no type of badass moment. It just disrespected the characters. They put some respect on their name. And there's a part where like I think Deadpool's talking about variants, and like Blade's like, well, I'm the only Blade. There'll never be another Blade. And Deadpool's like, he looks it up like, well, they are working on it. Oh. Juggernaut's in there, but it's not the same dude. Not the same dude playing him. Let me think. Of course, Charles Xavier's sister is the bad guy. Oh, God. The way she reads people's minds is sick, man. There's some great special effects with that, because she sticks her hands in people's heads and reads their minds, and you can see her fingers all going through your face and out your nose and your eyes, and she'll grip you by the head and all this other shit. Deadpool goes to Happy Hogan trying to get in the Avengers. Happy Hogan pissed him off. Feels like, what's your superhero power? Parallel parking? See, I'm sorry. So, Chris Evans gets horribly killed in this. He comes back as the Human Torch. Without longer hair in this. So I assume it's not the one that we know him as. Maybe he's a different variant. Oh my God. Now, she just rips all of his skin off. Like she just snatches all of it. And like the whole body just falls to the ground. And oh, it's sick. It's sick. I knew he was going to die too. I was like, oh, Deadpool's going to get him killed. And Deadpool's saying to her that he said all this, he said all this stuff about her and stuff. He's like, I never said that. And everything that he said sounded like something that Deadpool would say, right? At the end of the movie, they only get there's one post-credit scene. And in that post-credit scene, it shows him talking to Chris Evans, Human Torch. And he actually says all of that. He caught him on camera saying all of it. So Deadpool wasn't lying. He really did say all that stuff about the chick. I'm trying to see what else. You get Hugh Jackman in the red and tan, or orange and tan, or orange and red, whatever you want to call it, Wolverine outfit, getting ready to fight the Hulk. And you know how the Todd McFarlane cover is. It's like He's got the claws out, and then in the reflection is the Hulk's face. That's how they do that. Yeah, they do talk about Doctor Strange. Apparently, she killed Doctor Strange in her universe, in that trash ass universe. I'm trying to think. What else? Is there anything I'm missing, y'all? Anything I'm missing? Oh yeah, they make a Furiosa joke. There's a Furiosa joke in there, a Mad Max joke in there. Colossus is there, along with that chick. I forgot what her name is. Yeah, the small Wolverine was funny, and I had to poke Scarlet. I said, "Yo, listen, that's just how tall Wolverine really is in the comics." So I said, "You hear? He just said comic accurate." I said, Sabretooth got his head cut off by Wolverine. It's crazy too, because like when you got him in Deadpool fighting, like I think the first fight that they have, he kind of comes at him like an animal, kind of like Sabretooth did in X-Men, Wolverine, X-Men Origins. He kind of ran on all fours. Yeah. So that was cool. I like how they did that. Oh yeah, Deadpool was dancing to Bye 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 while killing all the TVA agents. And part of me thinks it wasn't Ryan Reynolds in the suit. Like, part of me thinks like the dance moves was being done so tight that they got a professional dancer in his suit to do all the choreography. Because like he was killing it. He was all like he was the way he was doing all the moves and stuff. Yeah. The Wolverine mask. It kind of grew on me over time throughout the movie. It looked good, but it looked bad at the same time. The jury's still out for me on if I'm like, keep it or not. Is it because I'm so used to seeing them without it, or is it because it's still not as good as it should be? I think it's a little bit of both. So him and Deadpool both saved the day at the end, which was cool. I thought that was cool. Deadpool made a joke about him wearing the outfit and not taking his shirt off because his divorce. After his divorce, he let himself go. I did not know Hugh Jackman got a divorce, but yeah, so they made a joke about that. But at the end, you find out Hugh Jackman still got it. He ain't as tight as he was in, say, Days of Future Past or something like that, but he still got it. Like, for a dude that age, I don't know whether he's on PEDs or not, but he's still got it. He still got it. So, yeah, we already talked about Blade. Bullseye was in there? Why am I not remembering him? Pyro was in there, right? Lady Pool, along with the whole Deadpool core. They're in there. Oh, Deadpool has a moment with Thor that's apparently way in the future. And he's holding Deadpool. Half of Deadpool's mask is gone. It's like he's dying. And Thor's holding him, crying. So there's like 2 points in the movie after, because he asked the TV, he was like, tell me, what happened? Like, why is Thor crying about me? Because there's like 2 other points in the movie where Deadpool is sleeping and he's like Thor. And he's like thinking about Thor. There's one part where he wakes up, Thor. So he's like totally still thinking about this shit through the rest of the movie. Oh man. Toad is in it. Nightcrawler's dad is in it. Let me see who else. I don't remember seeing a Colin Farrell Bullseye. Punisher. I don't remember seeing Punisher. Then they said they killed him. They said that they killed Punisher. They said that she killed Punisher and killed Daredevil. And Elektra was like, because and I had to explain that to Scarlett. I was like, yeah, like Daredevil, the original Daredevil was played by Ben Affleck, and he was married to Jennifer Garner. They're not married anymore, so that's why she was like, oh, maybe you could be right, man. You could be right, right? You could be right. Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Deadpool. Okay, I recognized the voice, but I couldn't figure out who it was. I'm trying to think. Anything else? Yeah, Gambit was great. Gambit was great. I felt he was a little campy and hokey with how they did his suit and stuff, but it was so comic accurate for the most part. Just like, and that part where they was getting it in, they started fighting. He was like, with the cards. I was like, yo! I was going crazy on that part when Blade was going off, and he had they shot that same angle with how he held the gun when he shot at Frost. When Frost was like with the girl, remember that they pulled off that same angle when he held that gun. Bullseye was the bald black guy in the background. Okay. Magneto was dead. and he was hoping, he was like, Deadpool was hoping Magneto was still alive. He was like, Magneto was like, Magneto's dead. Apparently she killed Magneto. He made a joke about the budget. Like who he wanted in the movie he couldn't get because it was just beyond the budget type of shit. Oh, nice pull. So nice pull is a version of Deadpool that does not regenerate. But Deadpool does not know that he does not regenerate. And Deadpool uses him as a bullet shield. And I was like, oh no. And I told Scarlett, I said, they're going to kill him. He's going to die. Trust me on this. It's like, let's do it. Nice pull. You are going to live. Say it. I am going to. And his head explodes. Of course. I was like, they're going to kill him. Like like some of the shit in this that happens is so fucked up, but it's fourth wall breaking and funny and it's kind of throwaway. So you kind of, it's like it kind of hurts you, but you're laughing at the same time. Yeah, I did not expect to see Elektra. I did not expect to see Wesley Snipes' Blade. I did not expect to see Channing Tatum as Gambit. I think we all expected to see X-23, that rhymed with the Blade Gang bars. But what I expected to see was the X-Men. And we didn't see the X-Men in there. We saw Colossus. We saw the one chick that reminds me of Jubilee. But you don't get to see anybody else. Like at the end, they show some like throwbacks of filming the X-Men movies, but you don't really get to see that X. I mean, Gambit's there, you know what I mean? But I was expecting to see like Halle Berry. I was expecting to see Professor X. Let's see, Tyrone. I went to the theater with the wheelchair because seating was limited. And all was well till I forgot to remain in character while going to refill my drink and I was caught walking. I didn't see Nick Cage in it. I didn't see Nick Cage. Who was Nick Cage supposed to be playing? Who was Nick Cage supposed to be playing? Yeah, Loki season 1, episode 5. He mentions that. I didn't see him in there. No Storm, no Magneto, no Jean Grey, no Xavier, no Beast, no Cyclops. Yeah, they had, like I said, they had something at the end where they showed him over the years filming the X-Men with them, but that doesn't count. That's like real behind the scenes, real life footage. It's not movie stuff, you know. I didn't see no Ghost Rider. Yes, Hulk was in it, but a split second. There is no Hulk versus Wolverine fight. There's a tease to it. So we'll probably still get that movie in the future. And I was hoping that they would do that. I was hoping that we will get a Hulk versus Wolverine movie in the future. You got what I'm saying? I didn't want them to kind of waste it on this unless it was going to be a full on, a full fight. Blade Baby Deadpool was in it though. No Kang. Yeah, no Kang. No Squirrel Girl. No Iron Man. Yeah, Wolverine put it. It's funny too because you don't expect him to put it on the mask because during the whole movie, like the way he puts it on, it would have been hanging, but you never ever see it. And then when he does pull it on, he goes like this. I'm like, wait, where'd that come from? Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Yeah. Henry Cavill. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They make a Will Smith Oscar joke. Yeah. Yeah, why was X-23 wearing those glasses? And it shows her feet claws. Did she have feet claws in Logan? I don't remember that. Yeah, the bus scene was wild. It was just nothing but gore. When Wolverine puts on his mask, him and Deadpool tear through the whole Deadpool core. And of course, they all heal, but they tear through them all. Oh, okay. So her feet claws were in Logan. I own Logan, but I've only watched it like 2 or 3 times. I just don't remember. I watched it back when it first came out. I haven't seen Logan in years. I just don't remember. But yeah, she was slashing, slicing, and dicing. I did not expect her to kill Juggernaut. Like I told Scarlett in there, I was like, let me tell you something. Juggernaut's more indestructible than that. There's no way she should have killed Juggernaut. There's no way. And I wanted to see him run through something. That's one of the best parts of X3. That's one of the best parts of X-Men 3, man. Him. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, they were. Yeah. The glasses were a thing in Logan. Yeah. See, it was funny. Part of me thought I was like, maybe I should go watch a few things before I go to see this. But I was like, I don't. To knowing Ryan Reynolds, he's a loose cannon. You don't know what the hell he's going to put in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one in each foot. Okay. I know the pew pew. Oh, I was hoping Spider-Man was going to show up somewhere, man. Oh, I was hoping for an in-game scene where they would pop in. They didn't. They didn't pop in in-game. I was just like, oh man, that's what I wanted. I wanted to see some of the X-Men. I wanted to see Spider-Man. I wanted to see them pop in Endgame, but we didn't get to see him pop in any of our favorite moments of the MCU. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think there's any parts that were our favorite parts that he popped in on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I don't know which Doctor Strange she killed. I know. I don't know. As long as it ain't our main one, I'll be happy. You feel these in for Deadpool movies and the beginning of a new Wolverine franchise? I don't know. This makes, first of all, this is gonna make a good amount of damn money. So Deadpool is probably going to continue to be in the MCU, and I think that if they want to continue with Henry Cavill, I am absolutely great with that. He looked like a Hulk beast Wolverine because they made him hairier and stuff, and you already know he can fight. He looked like he was slicing hard too. So I'm down with that. I'm down with Hugh Jackman coming back, multiverse stuff. I'm fine. I'm fine with all of that. Yeah, Cavill was badass. He's arguably the best cameo. He's arguably the best cameo. He really is. Because I totally forgot that people were saying he was the new Logan, that he was cast as Logan. You know what I mean? And when I saw it, I was like, yo, I was like, because at first they show him and shows him working on his bike. And you think it's just another variant of Hugh Jackman. And then they come back to him because you only see his back and his arms and his wife beater and the bike and the glistening sweat off his arms. And then when they show him, I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, that's Henry Cavill. Yeah, they made a joke out of Chris Evans' Human Torch. They kind of make a joke out of him. They do. Wait till you see what they do to him before he gets killed. Wait till you see what they do to him. Like, he hits his nuts on, like, Pyro takes all of his fire. Like, they make him look like a damn joke. I really didn't like that because I really loved Chris Evans as the Human Torch. So I just chalked it up to, okay, well, this is a variant that it's not the one that's my favorite, and that's it. Oh, yeah. He's going to say it. Flame on. Huh? They thought he was going to say Avengers Assemble or something, I guess. Yeah. I'll make sure I order my Steelbook special edition collector's, edition of this. It's as long as they continue to go in this direction and please the fans, they're going to make more money. Their stock will stop dropping because it's like at 80 something bucks right now per share. It's like a steal now. If you're a millionaire or whatever, it's a steal to get some Disney stock. Yup. Yeah, he says that in it. Wesley Snipes says the Blade line about skating uphill. Ice skate uphill. Yeah, they made fun of the multiverse being overused. Although I don't think it was overused. I personally think it just was used wrong because woke overshadowed everything. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what good concepts you may have had because they overshadowed it with nothing but agenda. It destroyed everything. It was never multiverse fatigue, superhero fatigue. It was woke fatigue that destroyed these movies, and they know it. Bootleg Juggernaut. He actually looked good, though. He looked good as Juggernaut for the most part. He did. I would have loved if the other dude returned. I forgot his name. Nah, you didn't get to see who played Ladypool. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. They did make it seem like all of them survived. Yeah. Because there's a Punisher reference, but they said they killed him. Yep. There's only been one blade. Only ever will be one blade. That was funny, man. Yeah, so I think I pretty much hit on everything, y'all, right? I think we've talked about almost every single thing in there that's an Easter egg or a cameo. I don't know who Blake is. You just said Blake. Who's Blake? Oh yeah, the proposal. They were breaking the fourth wall on each other, making fun of each other. Nice pull. Was like the proposal. Because he called him like something like what was it? What is his name? Blake Lively. Okay. Van Wilder. He says, I forgot what he calls him, but it's something like Van Wilder. And he said, hey, I can break the fourth wall too. The proposal. Do you see Ryan giving some of that magic with DC? I don't know. Van Kinder. Van Milder. Yeah, he said it was Sabretooth was his brother. Yeah. And I was like, well, they made him his brother in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but they didn't exactly say that was his brother. You know, the one that didn't talk. You know. No Galactus. I think Daniel Radcliffe wasn't in it because he might be the Secret War. Yeah, he wasn't in it. I don't want him to be it anyway. I can't see Daniel Radcliffe. I can't see him as Wolverine. I cannot see it. And he may be an excellent Wolverine, and I just can't see it. I think everyone thought once we heard about Henry Cavill possibly being Wolverine, we thought, oh, yeah, he could pull that off. He could pull that off. But, see, after seeing Henry, I am fine with Hugh passing the torch to him if they want to make him Wolverine. I am fine with it. Was Psylocke in it? I'm feeling like I might have seen an Asian chick in there. I can't remember. Baby Pool was Ryan's real son, really? That was funny. That was cute. I was sitting there when it showed him. I was like, oh no. I was like, don't kill Baby Pool. I was like, don't kill Baby Pool. Yeah, it's got replay value. You know, there were certain moves, I think initially it's going to have replay value because you want to see everything you might have missed. You got what I'm saying? Like there's a point where it shows where they got dumped in like one of Thor's old helmets is there, you know, with the wings. But it looks like it's something out of the comics, you know, like it looks campy, like a toy. It's one of them helmets. And it's like a, I don't know, maybe a shield out there. Yeah, they made fun of the woke people and the liberal agenda. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah, they made a gender joke too. Yep, it's all in there. Everything you want is in there, man. Everything you want's in there. Well, mostly everything you want's in there. Things are in there. You didn't know that you want it when you see it, you know. So, yeah, it definitely was fun. Yeah. All right, y'all. I might as well get going. I think we've talked about everything. So I'll be back tomorrow. Probably have some reactions to do to other people's reviews. Probably some breakdowns of Easter eggs and stuff like that. So, hey, go see it. Tyrone Magnus approved. Most of you should enjoy yourselves. I don't think any of you will think it's a bad movie. I think you will at least think it was enjoyable and be glad that you went to see it. So here's to a new future with the MCU. 10 million subscribers. Woo!